This is Fisherman 96.
Alright, I'm Fisherman 96 and I'm going to show you freshwater lures, alright? Come over here, this is my huge tackle box. You have these. Alright, this is a popper. It's like a popper. It's not a popper. A real popper is this. It's got that open mouth, so when it goes like that, it pops down like that, creating a surface-like problem. And then if you bring your rod tip down, it goes like that, going really down under, like really far down, and that creates a subsurface problem. So there's that. You can when you're using these, you want to use them around high parts in the water, like rocks that are suspended out of the water or drop-off cliffs. And usually you catch bass with these. Okay. This is like I said, it goes that you could bring it depending. It can go from a wide range. It can go from 6 feet to 20 feet, depending on how you hold your rod. If you hold it up, it's going to stay around 6 foot. All right, because it's not going to stay on the surface. Trust me, it will not stay on the surface. And you use it, and the way you use it, it's going to go like this. It's going to go like that. It's going to move like this. It's going to go like sideways like this or like this. All right, and then usually you're supposed to have a wide range of these colors. I only use this one and it works fine. It's awesome. Okay. The name of this one is Countdown. I know how it works. I don't know the names of all of them. So what this does is it's a slightly smaller lure, and because this is so small, I would use a spinning rod. Everything else I use a bait casting rod and reel. So this works the same way as this lure. It goes like this. So fish, it's going to either suck it down or jump out at it, pulling it into his stomach. There you go. This is a husky jerk. Now if you buy the Rapala video like this one on the screen right here, it comes with Rapala tools. It explains how to use these lures. Alright, but so this is one of the lures that they mention how to use. And all my lures are Rapala. Every single lure I own is Rapala. So what this does is it goes like this. It shakes and turns a little bit, creating fish to go. So the best way to use these is go like if you're on a boat, go in an S way. So when you're on the turn, the bass think it's gonna get away. So fish it slowly. Then when the bass see it, they're gonna go think it's getting away, and they're gonna go grab it. And that's how you use these. All right. This is a jointed lure. I have a few of these. I have this one. If you just hold down. That's brand new, so I have this one. This is my first one. This one really does work. And then I have this one. So, I'm trying to get my ducks. Alright, so these are like awesome. This one I usually catch pickerel with. Alright, pickerel with this one. Small bass with this one. Like, this is smaller than the other ones. It's got tiny little hooks, like you see. But it still catches the fish. Same with this one. Now, when you store these lures, be careful. Like, when you have a new lure, try to keep it in the... try to keep it in the box like this. So, after you use it, so when the hooks just dull a tiny little bit, then you can take them out like these, because when they're brand new, you don't want them to knock up against something and get messed up. Alright, this is a Fat Rab, number 5. Alright, it dives to 10 feet, 3 feet, dives to 10, so this is a 10 foot. So what it does is, it goes like this. It goes pop. It's like the popper almost, but the only difference is that when it goes down, it goes really, really far down to 10 feet when you pop this thing, and then it doesn't go straight to the surface. It goes to 3 feet. Then it goes back down. So this I used a few times, so the hooks are very, very still sharp, but they're not sharp enough that I need to keep them in the box. But they're still sharp. And then when you tie them, I use an improved clench knot. Don't use a regular knot, use an improved clench knot, so when the fish bites it, it pulls tighter. Alright, this is Jitterbug. This stays on the surface going like that, creating bubbles going behind it. Bass comes up, grabs it, sucks it down. This is also a popper. But this one alright. So what people always ask, how do you know what lures to use when? Use brighter lures in smaller sizes in clear water. Use bigger lures in brighter colors in darker water. So let's say it was kind of dark water, like dirty water. Use a lure like about this size and very bright. When you're in very clear water, you can see everything below it. Use something a little smaller and darker. Something like, you can use something like this, I guess, disjointed lure, because it's kind of dark and small. So there you go. Alright, so there's this one. This has been beat up a lot. You can tell because like there's some of the paint starting to wear off, and I got hooked in my finger. Yeah, this doesn't work too well. Like, you have to be careful with the way you use this one. This one's probably the hardest one to use that I have, because like you never know what's gonna happen, because I've had this thing for so long. It was like my first lure, so it goes down like that, and then it turns around like that, and it just keeps flipping like that. So I don't use this one that much, but when I did use it, it got used a lot. But then, yeah, so then you could tell because of all of that stuff. So. Alright, so worms or lizards. When you use these, you use these as like a lure. So you just pull it couple feet, let it go down a little bit, pull it more. Alright, to hook it weedless, you stick the hook right through there, pulling the line through, and then hooking the hook right in there. So I don't have it to show you. Hold on. Hook to shoulder. I'll show you next. All right. So what this does, you hook the hook, come through the head, make the hook come out there, pull the line through, and then hook it back there, and it's weedless, or it doesn't get as many weeds. And then fish bites it, it pops through, going into his mouth. So that's for the freshwater. Next part, watch the next part for saltwater.